Hello, in this video I'll show you how to edit your studio photo when it comes to Photoshop. And in this video we're basically going to be learning how to do skin retouching and color grading and how to correct and get a pure white background when it comes to Photoshop. You can see the before and after that we're going to be learning and achieving by the end of the video. So in case you want to download this raw image to follow along, simply check the link in the video description to download the raw image to practice and follow along with this very tutorial. So I'll simply come and I reset everything to the very start so that you can learn and understand how to edit this very photo from the start to the very end. So after importing the image into Photoshop, the very first thing we have to do is working on the skin and doing skin retouching. And for this, in order to do the skin retouching, we're simply going to use frequency separation to divide the image into the colors and the textures. Come to the background layer, then press Command J twice by using Mac, then Ctrl J it is for Windows. Then for this, name this to color, name the upper layer to texture, and after renaming these two layers into color and texture, come to the color layer and turn off the texture layer. Then simply come to filter, blur, come to Gaussian blur. So when you come to Gaussian blur, take the radius slider all the way down to the minimum and click on the skin area that you feel has more skin details. So move the radius slider and stop at the point whereby you are just starting to lose out on the skin details in the image. So at about 2.5, that is when I'm just starting to lose out on skin details in this very image. I'll click OK, select the texture layer, now turn it on or activate it. Then you're going to come to image and come to apply image. So for apply image, you can see the source is the name of the photo that you are trying to edit. Then under layer, select the color layer. Then the channel has to be set to RGB and make sure the blending is set to add because this is a 16-bit kind of image. The scale is to offset 0 and make sure you turn on the invert option and you'll see the textures on this square layer. In case you're editing an 8-bit image, the settings are: for the blending, use subtract, the scale is to offset 128 and simply turn off the invert option and you'll have basically the same result. So in my case, this is a 16-bit image, so I'll revert the settings to add, scale is to offset 0 and turn on the invert option. I'll click OK, change the blend mode from normal and change it all the way down to linear light. Then select both layers by pressing Ctrl or Command, then Ctrl G to group these two layers. Open up the group and select the color layer. Simply come and turn off the texture layer. The reason for hiding or turning off the texture layer is because we want to smoothen the skin without having any distractions from the textures in this very photo. So after this, we're going to come to the brushes and get the mixer brush tool. And for a setting for the mixer brush tool, we are going to come and make sure the hardness set to 0. Soft round brush is selected. Then clean brush is also selected. And this second option, that is clean brush after each stroke, is also selected or highlighted in this case. The weight is 9%, load 75, mix is 90, flat 100%. Make sure sample all layers is not turned on or is not checked, and simply start brushing on the skin. So how are we going to brush? Slightly zoom in case you're working on a very tiny area, and reduce on the size of the brush by using the square bracket keys on the keyboard, and start, you left click or you click and hold down and you move to blend a given color. Mix the highlights alone, the midtones alone, and the shadows alone, just like this. And you have to follow the way the model's face is shaped or how the body is flowing in this case. So you can see, mix those colors alone like that to blend those specific colors in the image. So I'll reduce on the size of the brush and also continue blending these transitions. Then come to the neck area and continue working. You can see for the neck, I'll move it in an up down kind of direction and ensure that I have blended each and every area that has or contains skin tones. So for the fingers, you can use a very small brush and you blend. And for this step, make sure you don't zoom all the way in, because when you zoom all the way in, you can't see the uneven skin tone transitions. And the purpose for this step is we want to blend the uneven skin tone transitions, and at a distance you can identify or see where the transitions are not blending quite well. So you're going to come to the legs and increase on the brush size by using the close square bracket key on the keyboard. And you can see the thigh is moving in this direction. That is the direction I have to take the brush, and mix the highlights alone, midtones alone, and the shadows alone. So I'll come to this highlight and blend it, come to these other colors and also blend them. So I'll blend this dark area of the knee just like that to slightly blend it in, then also blend this other side. So after blending, it is going to be time to remove the skin imperfections like the blemishes and other unwanted areas regarding texture. So you can see when we turn on the texture layer, we can see before and after for just that area, or the before and after for the topmost area of the model's body. So after this, select the texture layer, come and get the clone stamp tool, or you can press S on the keyboard to select the clone stamp tool. And for the settings, hardness set to 0, the mode is set to normal, opacity and the flow at 100%. Align is checked. Sample is set to current layer because we want to remove the blemishes that are part of the currently selected layer, which is the texture layer. So just zoom in by using Command plus, or you can use Control plus on the keyboard. So to remove these blemishes or skin imperfections, we're just going to reduce on the size of the clone stamp tool and make sure it is slightly bigger than the pimple or the blemish that we want to remove. Hold down the Option key on the keyboard to sample clean skin. Option for Mac, alternate for Windows. Option, and click on a clean area near the pimple or the blemish and simply click once again over the pimple to cover it with clean skin. So basically, we are copying and pasting clean skin over the pimple, over the blemish of the model skin. So this is what we have to do for the rest of the pimples and skin imperfections for the model's face. So let's do this quick. Just have to do this quick and remove all these blemishes. So one finger should be on the Option key because you have to keep on sampling from different areas of the skin, since these pimples are located in areas that have different colors. So you don't want to paint or create some kind of patches. That is why you have to keep on sampling and copying clean skin from an area close to where the pimple is. So I'll do this quick, then remove all these imperfections. So I'll come to the lower part of the body in this case to remove this scar. So to remove a scar, simply hold down the Option key on the keyboard, Option, and sample and draw over the scar to remove it. So after removing the blemishes, it's time to do our skin tone matching. So you can see the face is looking different from the legs. So you're just going to close the frequency separation group by clicking on the drop down arrow to close the group and create a stamp visible layer. A stamp visible layer is basically a screenshot for, or a merged layer for everything that we have done using the frequency separation. So after this, we are simply going to come and create a stamp visible layer by pressing Shift Option Command E, Shift Option Command E, Shift Alternate Control E for Windows, and simply come to Select and come to Subject. So Photoshop can help us to automatically select the subject. Once the subject layer has been selected, you're just going to come and create a new layer by clicking on the new layer icon and change its blend mode from normal to color. Then come to the brushes and get the brush tool. And after getting the brush tool, for your settings, make sure soft round brush is selected. The mode is set to normal, opacity at 100%, flat 100%. And for this, we shall simply zoom in by using Command plus on the keyboard. So reduce on the size of the brush by using the square bracket keys on the keyboard. So the left square bracket key on the keyboard is going to reduce on the size of the brush, and hold down the Option key on the keyboard, Option and left click to copy or to sample color from the model skin, Option, and choose an area on the model skin that you want the rest of her skin to look like. And after sampling that color, simply start painting, or go ahead and start painting on the skin. So to paint, simply click and hold down and move and start painting over the model skin. So you can even zoom in for this step and paint in so that you can be precise with the painting process. So I'll paint, or I'll have paint each and every area that has or contains skin tones, and not paint on the makeup areas, because for this step we don't want to change or alter any makeup that was applied to the subject. So I'm just going to come to the hands, and you can see as soon as I start painting on the hands, they are going to get this even skin color or skin tones in this case. So I'll paint like that quickly, and you can see right now the skin is now getting to look even and uniform for this step. So after painting on the skin or the upper part of the body, we are just going to scroll down to the lower part of the body, that is her legs, and just paint. Don't mind if the color is looking unnatural, because you can always come back and rectify or correct the color so that it can look natural and realistic. So I'll quickly paint on her legs just like that. And by the way, in case you make a mistake during this process, I'll show you how you can correct or rectify that mistake in that given area. So I'm just going to come to this area just like this and paint. So in case you make a mistake, always come and get the eraser tool and make sure the mode is set to brush opacity in the flat 100%. And for this, I'll simply paint to erase color from specific areas that I did not want to paint in the first place. Then I'll get the brush tool and paint in some areas that I may not have painted by pressing B. So the shortcut for the brush is B and the shortcut for the eraser is E. So command minus. So right now we are done working on the skin tone, but doesn't look natural and realistic. So just come to opacity and reduce it so that the effect is not too much or intense and unnatural. And after that, we are simply going to come. So in case the skin is looking too greenish, you can simply come and create a hue and saturation adjustment layer and come to the master, select the reds, and you can play around with the red slider. So to a point of your taste or to your liking. So in case it's too green, move it towards the red side, and red is going to eliminate the greens from the model's skin. So I'll just leave mine the way it is. So after you have done this, we are going to come and create another adjustment layer. And by the way, before you create the hue and saturation adjustment layer, make sure you press Ctrl D, or you can use Command D to deselect the active selection. Then it is time to fine tune or perfect the skin tones. And before we perfect the skin tones, you're just going to create another stamp visible layer by pressing Shift Option Command E on the keyboard, Shift Alternate Ctrl E for Windows, then come to the quick selection tool and select the legs of the subject. And after selecting her legs, you're simply going to come and select or come to brightness and contrast and brighten her legs. So take the contrast away from the legs and simply brighten up the legs in this case, just like this. So in case it is not looking natural and realistic, ensure you play around with the slider up to when you feel like the skin is looking better and a little bit realistic, but you're going to perfect that still in this very video. So after you have done this, the next step is simply going to be, like I said, fine tuning. You can even take the contrast all the way down just like this to slightly make the model's legs brighter before after. So after you have done this, the next step is simply going to be fine tuning the skin color adjustments. Create a hue and saturation adjustment layer, come to master, select the reds, come to where you see the lightness and take down the lightness of the reds just like that a little bit. So I feel like that is okay. Then after we have done that, we are simply going to dive into doing a little bit of color grading still. Create a selective color adjustment layer, come and target the blacks and come to the cyans, and you can intensify on the cyans. And this is going to try to reduce on the amount of the colors regarding the skin tone. So after this, you can create another hue and saturation adjustment layer to whiten the eyes of the subject. Come the saturation and reduce on the saturation to around -79. Then press Ctrl I, or you can use Command I on the keyboard to invert the effect. Then come to the brushes, get the normal brush tool, and make sure you have black and white on these two color swatches. So you can reset by simply clicking on the tiny swatches in this case, and zoom into the image by using Command plus, or you can use Control plus on the keyboard, and using a very small brush which is white, because white is the top color, meaning the brush is going to be set to white. Start painting over the eyes of the model to whiten them. So you can use the same method for teeth whitening. So after you have done this or worked on the skin and color graded and gotten even skin tones, it is time to make the background look better and more appealing. So for this, I'll simply create another stamp visible layer by pressing Shift Option Command E, Shift Alternate Control E in case you are using Windows. And for this step, we are simply going to come and get the spot healing brush tool. The mode is set to normal and content area is selected, and try to remove these simple distractions. So just click over the distractions to eliminate them, especially the lines in the background. So just click over them and click over those lines to eliminate them. So you can even come and work on these other areas by clicking and eliminating these tiny lines. So to remove more of the distractions, you can continue using this spot healing brush tool and click over or paint over these to try to eliminate them, and you can see it does a pretty nice job. So in order to remove this line and blend it better, get the mixer brush tool with the same settings that we had for the frequency separation. Start painting on the opposite direction of this line, just like this. So paint over the opposite, or paint in the opposite direction of that line, but keep away from painting close to the subject, because sometimes it may cause a little bit of color spill, especially on an area that is close to the subject. So I've painted quickly. Then it is time to whiten the background. So just come to selective color once again, and since the background is white, just come and target the white color, and come to the yellow color or the yellows and take down the yellow slider just like that. And this is going to make the image look better and the background look whiter than it was meant to be. So you can see the before after, but this is as well affecting her dress or her skirt in this case. Then switch the brush back to black as the foreground color and get the normal brush tool. So get the brush tool and simply erase the effect from affecting the skirt of the subject. So I'll quickly paint on her outfit. Yeah, just like this. And this is going to reveal the initial or original color of the model's outfit, just like this. So in case you make a mistake during this process, you can switch the brush back to white, press X on the keyboard, and paint white in areas where you may have made a mistake. Control minus. So this is what we have been able to achieve in this very video. So after you have done this, the next step is simply going to be to save or fine tune the colors in this very image. So in order to get a more natural skin color or skin tone, you can even hue and saturation, come back the reds and take down the lightness for the color to look natural and a little bit more realistic. Then after that, save the image by coming to File, Export, and come to Export As, and it's going to open up the Export As window right here in Photoshop. And once that pops up, simply come to quality, make sure it is set to the maximum and the format is set to JPEG, and make sure under color space, convert sRGB and embed color profile have been checked, and click on export, and you can choose where you want to save your image. So this is it for this video, and in case you have enjoyed this video, give this video a like and don't forget to subscribe this channel in case you have been benefiting from it. Ronix from Ronix Photography. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in yet more videos on this channel. Don't forget, keep practicing and as well keep creating.